So let's be honest. This is not the type of puzzle I would usually buy new from the shelf at full price. I bought it as a package deal together with this one, which is the one I actually wanted. Both of them flame tree puzzles. And since I got this one, I was intrigued. I love the image. Now that I've assembled it and now that I've learned more about the style and the artist and the brand. So today I would like to speak to you with regards to all the news to me. New brand, new artist, new style. I love art puzzles, and that's the reason why I bought both so that I could get this one. And this one didn't really speak to me. But since I got it and since I had a good look at this puzzle, I really got interested. Was this also a museum piece? What was the story behind this image? And let me tell you what I found out. So, firstly, the artist behind this image is Angela Harding. She's from the UK and she specializes in a form of art called Lino printing, or it's a form of block printing. And I'll talk to you a bit more about that just in a bit. Her work is used not only for puzzles but for pillowcases, for diaries, calendars, gift bags. There's all sorts of things that's covered in her prints that can be bought from her website as well. So, for interest sake, if you are from the UK, please let me know if you are familiar with her because I've never heard of her before. I might have seen some of her artwork on diaries that is sold in South Africa in my country, but I haven't heard of her name yet. I haven't made that connection between her and the form of art previously. She's got a studio at the house and it's in the garden. So she says that the garden overlooks the countryside and the fauna and flora, British fauna and flora, is the inspiration of her artwork. So if you look at her images, you will see they heavily come through her artwork. So the second thing is the form of art, the lino printing. It's also a form of block printing. The closest thing that I could get that was familiar to me as a kid, we took potatoes, half a potato, and you cut out shapes on the potato, put it in paint, and then you press it on paper to make gift wrappings or just an image, especially over Christmas. And you made the images for ornaments. And so that's the closest relation I could get that was familiar to me. So that must be something similar as far as I can determine. You've got a sheet of rubber type of thing, and you've got your tools, and you cut out the pieces that you don't want to print, and then what's left is what's being printed, and then you paint over it, and you push the paper on top and make sure that all the ink or paint is covered on the paper. I believe that something like this might have took multiple steps. It's not just the one image, maybe multiple plates with different colors that had to be pressed on the paper. But it was very interesting to me to see how they actually did this to get this. And as somebody that appreciates fine art in general with oils and water paints, I can just appreciate the effort that went into creating an image like this. That alone wowed me. Personally, I haven't seen another puzzle with an image with the same art form. If you do know about other artists or other puzzles that have something similar, please let me know. I would love to investigate those as well. So, this is a first for me. Definitely enjoyed it, definitely love it. So the third thing I would like to touch on is the brand. It's called Flame Tree. It's a small UK brand, and again, to me, I haven't heard about it previously. I got the package deal, as secondhand puzzles. I took it, love the quality. Again, this puzzle as it's similar to the bespoke letterpress one I previously did. It's got the white backing at the back of the puzzle pieces, and it just gives it a nice finish. The quality is very good. I believe this will withstand the pickup test. We'll test that out later. And then this one's got a little bit of a more of a gloss compared to the bespoke letterpress that I did previously. Not so much that it took away from the enjoyment. I didn't struggle to see the detail on the images, but there is a slight gloss on it. It's not definitely not a matte finish. But yeah, all in all, I love the quality. I will definitely, if I can get my hands on another one of that, will buy more of the flame tree puzzles. Also depending on the images, but this one surprised me. So the fourth thing I would like to talk to you about is the difficulty level of this puzzle. Usually I manage to do a puzzle under 7 hours. If it's an easy puzzle between 4.5 hours and 6 hours, anything there is quite easy for me. If it becomes medium difficulty, 6.5 to 8 hours. This one took me close to 9 hours, or actually it could be more than 9 hours. And I enjoyed that for the simple reason that I had the opportunity to spend more time with this puzzle. It was difficult in the sense that there wasn't vibrant colors, there wasn't too many distinct colors. The purples were easy to take out, and the blue butterflies were easy to recognize. But to put them together were another story. The colors are more or less greens and blues. We've got some white, but the white is on the bird's stomach and the clouds. For the balance, I had to go on the lines, the design in the lines. Some are horizontal, some are vertical, some are crisscross, some are thick lines, some are thin lines. So once you've got a green piece, you will have to go on the lines, the finer detail, to be able to determine where it goes. So it took me a while. The first thing that came together for me were the flowers. The flowers and the butterflies, definitely not a problem. Then I started with the greens. This plain green were easy to recognize because there wasn't any darker greens influencing these pieces. So it was easy to determine that this must go in here, and from there I just had to put the shapes and the thickness of the lines together to be able to complete that. So up until there, no problems. From there, I got stuck a bit and I had to widen my search for pieces. So the next thing that came together were the bird, and then I started with the clouds. So up until here, it was okay. The thing that I struggled with most was this piece here in the middle. Dark green, black, and basically the patterns on these flowers all look the same. So this part alone, this little pillar here in the middle of this puzzle alone took me more than an hour to complete. So it was definitely a struggle. Will I do it again? Definitely. I enjoyed it so much, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to spend so much time with this puzzle. So please let me know, are you familiar with either the brand, the artist, or the style? I would love to hear your feedback, and if there is more to investigate, I would love to look it up. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't show you as much of me assembling this puzzle as usual, but I thought the other details were more interesting for a change. So I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.